I think it can, and some of the people that I know personally that I know are on the spectrum somehow, a lot of times they're very, very intelligent. I think personally, the main thing that I've noticed that's sort of I guess an obstacle in society is sometimes the interpersonal communications. Sometimes it seems like that's a little off, depending on, I guess, where they are. But feel free to speak to that too, because some of the viewers may not know what autism is or what the degrees are and all that.
Yeah, certainly. So more recently, there's been a shift. There was Asperger's at one point. That has now gone away. So what the diagnosis code now states is that there's autism 1, level 2, and level 3. So level 1 just says that you require some support. Level 2 is that you need pretty significant support. And then level 3 is you need ongoing significant support with you at all times.
Yeah. So, well, when you say they need support, like if it's level 1, what are some signs or symptoms maybe of a child that is level 1 autism?
Yeah, so level 1, you'll hear some people consider it a high functioning autism. All that means is, they may have concerns with interacting with other peers. They may have just maybe verbal issues where they're unable to ask for help, or they just, they're having issues trying to, just make friends. And you really don't see a lot with level 1. Sometimes it even takes you a little while to realize that there may be autism there, just because it's generally not as severe as the other levels.
Well, again, and I'm speaking because I'm ignorant, okay? So I don't mean to be offensive if my questions are
No, not at all.
Are ignorant based. But again, like I don't know personally. Again, I thought that autism was, to some degree, it had to do with either sometimes their ability to display emotion or to recognize emotion. You know what I mean? Like, and then so that creates a barrier. Sometimes the interpersonal skills am I on that, or is that like autism is more? I guess describe what it is. Like, what are the problems associated with autism specifically?
Okay. Well, and the biggest one is going to be interpersonal relationships. And it's really difficult because sometimes they are nonverbal. You may have a kiddo who, can't speak whatsoever. Then you've got other children who have sensory concerns. And that's honestly why it's a spectrum, because it hits so many different aspects. And
so like some of the kids that maybe have a bad reaction to like certain noises or loud noises and things like that, sometimes that can be a sign of autism.
Yeah, certainly, as long as it's, along with other things as well.
Sure.
We definitely see that quite a bit.
All right, so then go all the way, I guess, then to the extreme. If it's like level 3, what are some symptoms or signs that a child suffers from that?
Yeah, so you may have a child who is nonverbal, or maybe they, were hitting a lot of their milestones, and then once they hit, 2 or 3 years old, all of a sudden they quit speaking. So, and not to say that the only thing that you would have in level 3 is nonverbal, but that's just something that we see quite often. So they may be nonverbal, they may stim repeatedly, which means something as, if they're flapping their hands, jumping up and down, making verbal noises over and over again. You'll see some of that stuff where they just cannot be interrupted. You've also got pretty severe meltdowns if routines are broken up, or if you stop their stimming, things like that. So